scriptures, we understood that Jesus had compassion. So that was that when he saw the people, he had compassion. When he saw the people, he had compassion. So most of the times in the Bible, we read that Jesus was a compassionate man. Yeah. But the truth of the matter is, you will not see the compassionate side of God if you don't have passion for him. Because you know something, the Bible said the people that Jesus fed on the mountain, they had stayed with him for 3 days. So if you don't have passion, you can't be with a man for 3 days in the desert. So we preach that God have compassion upon us, but we don't have passion for God. Our zeal for God is not there. But we want to see the compassion side of God, and that's not work. Until your zeal and your passion for God and your desire for God is there, you will not see the compassionate side of God. It was after he had compassion, then he said, let us feed them, find food for them. It was after he had compassion. But the people had to stay with him for 3 days on the desert. It was the desert. So they had to leave their homes to the desert. Until you have sacrificed for God, you will not see the magnificence of God. See, true desire, a man separates himself. Our desires are dead. That is why we are not seeing much of God. Our fire is dead. How did you see your pastor preach? How did you see your pastor's fire and he didn't share it? Your fire is dead. How did you see anything about God and you spoke ill against it? How did you start criticizing things about God? When did we get to that? The people in church are the ones speaking against the things about church. That they stood in front of pastors and they insult pastors, and then we come and say yes. Some will say no, because we have lost our fire for God. The other time when the sister of Moses spoke against Moses, and there was leprosy, we have lost our fire for God and the things of God. Yeah. So our promptness to the things of God is even dead. Look at the way young people now respond to the things of God. Look at the way we attempt to worship. We now want it to be done in our own way. And it is a sign that you've lost your fire when you want it to be done your way, not God's way. And until we get back, like the church of the Philadelphia, we are not going to see a door that God can open and no man can shut. That you see, so when God said that I have opened a door before you and no man, that means that God can open a door and a man can shut. Because see, I have opened and no man can shut. That means that for the other churches, probably God had opened a door for them, but because they were lukewarm, because they love the things of Jezebel, their door has been shut. I told you on spiritual blindness, there was that, and they were at the door of the house, but they wandered themselves at the door. That means you can be close to the door of breakthrough, but because there is no fire, you'll be wandering yourself at the door. Go look at what happened to the people in Sodom and Gomorrah. They were at the door, but they couldn't get inside. And that is the state of the church now. Young people, there's no fire. So filthy things come from our mouth. There's no fire. There's no regard. There's no fire. There's no fire. And until we go back to God and say, God, set me on fire. Set me on fire. Set me ablaze. Set me ablaze. Let this be your prayer. I preach about breakthroughs. I preach about powerful things. This year I said we are building, but the foundation you build is important, because if you don't build on the right foundation, it will not last. In building, it is not about the case, it's about foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do if the foundation be destroyed? You are trying to build a business without God, you'll be frustrated. You are trying to go to school without God. You are trying to learn without God. You are trying to attend the exams without God. These Muslims are committed. Look at the Muslims. They pray 5 times every day. Why would they not top us in classes? Why would they not top us in governance? Why? Why would they not top us in richness? So any rich man can stand up and say, oh, I'm not a Christian. But the Muslims keep on because we praise our Father. Don't try to build anything without God. He's the foundation. Don't think about decoration. Think about foundation. Without God, your building becomes a decoration and not a foundation. Without God, your building becomes a decoration and not foundation. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you.